You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange, Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange, Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show with online television with a stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website where they powered by Orange, Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this Monday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today is Monday, the 7th day of October 2024. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can look at the civil society position for sake of the tripartite committee recommendation them we don't come out. As the National Elections Watch knew, this BNTN be hold 2 days conference where them been theme genuine election reform for peace and national cohesion na salon. And from there, civil society organization then get a position for sake of the tripartite recommendation them we don't come out. Waiting at this position, and that we discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, this and plenty other story then at the program for you this Monday morning. Remember, say you say for the watch week, we'll get the opportunity for the part of the conversation as you will send me your message. Now the number +23274200545. The number where you send me message now +232200545, and you say will be part of the conversation this Monday morning.
Alright, we continue with the Breakfast Show, and members say yourself where they watch the show can send you a message to the number +23274200545 or drop your comment now the comment section and the different platform they most they watch Liberty Online TV. And we tell you now this morning at the program where they can look at the civil society position on the tripartite recommendation them.
Well, this and other story them then at the program for you this morning, and also we go get somebody from the National Grand Coalition when at the NGC party. We go talk to them public relations officer where we can talk about the suspension where the party don't make on the acting chairman and leader when at Jesmed Suma. Waiting lead to this suspension, you go know inside the program this morning. You say for the watch week, we'll get opportunity for send we your message. Now the number +23274200545. Or you can send at the comment section now any of the platform them where you do watch with this morning. If now you first say this for Watch Liberty Online Television, one for say a very big welcome to you, as this now the only digital platform also they get credible information about different topic them where they happen at the country. If you watch me from YouTube, make sure say you subscribe to the channel and also put your post notification bell on so that anytime Liberty Online Television come on, you will get the notification say we don't come on. If you watch me on Facebook and you don't follow the page yet, kindly press the follow button and also like the page and share so that more people in the timeline go always they part of the conversation them or they get na Liberty Online Television. Well, on Friday we'll be telling us say today we go officially unveil the Liberty Television at One project. This is a project so they bring Cantona as we valued viewers them and supporter them over the years. If una can remember, last year November we been unveil Liberty Online Television to una. Throughout the year, una don't support we, una don't deal with we as committed viewers them every day. Una they watch with different content them what they produce. Well, this now we own time back for come back and tell una Usai Liberty Online Television don't come out over the period of 1 year. We don't make tremendous gains them. We don't they ensure say we they bring canto on a factual information them. We don't they ensure say we bring canto on a balanced stories as we been start we've been telling una say we free, we fearless and we inclusive. So 1 year down the line, today officially we they unveil the 1 year anniversary project as in November next month, Liberty Online Television they turn 1. Kudos to we all. We don't be part of this journey. It not don't be easy for run an online television. But as strong woman them and also the man they will get so they give you the support, we don't ensure say we continue for push and we get committed people who don't be partners there over the years. We have for say many thanks. And the entire November we go use them for celebrate Liberty at 1.
Yeah, of course. And like how Khadija just don't say, today at this edition of the breakfast show, we go for can't tell una waiting at the planned events where we go for use for celebrate the big 1 year of Liberty Online Television. But that's going to be later in the program because like you say, keep the best for later so that you self when they watch, you go get the eagerness and you go want for know how you go participate. Now this grand anniversary celebration of Liberty Online TV at 1. Well, later in the program, we go for Canceluna, waiting the team don't put aside as activities them for mark the 1 year anniversary of Liberty Online TV. So continue for watch, continue for send your comments and the comment section. How you think say you go for participate, just be ready. As later in the program, we go for Canceluna, waiting, we don't plan as activities them for this particular first anniversary of Liberty Online Television. We will continue with the program, and like I tell you earlier in the program, today we go for can talk about the civil society position on the tripartite committee recommendation there. And at the studio this morning, we get Saliu Kamara, the spokesperson for the national election watching you. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning and thank you for having me on the show.
All right, continue for the week. We'll come back to you shortly. Let me just quickly go to court before we can talk to Saliu Kamara from New for can tell you waiting at the civil society position on the tripartite committee recommendation them. We're going to the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 before Magistrate Sakekura. We don't send one man going to the male correctional center because police alleged them catch him with 20 pack cocaine at the Freetown International Airport. For more on this, let me join with court reporter Maria Sheriff.
One Momodu Rakib don't make him first appearance before Magistrate Sakekura na the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 for where police alert say them be catch him with 20 packets of cocaine na the Lunge International Airport. Momodu Rakib detained before the court on 5-count charge them. We get for do with possession of prohibited drugs without lawful authority, dealing with prohibited drugs without lawful authority, transportation of prohibited drugs without lawful authority, commercialization of prohibited drugs without lawful authority, and keeping of prohibited drugs. According to the particulars of offense standard, Saturday, September 14 this year at the Freetown International Airport na Lunge, then be catch and they travel with 20 packets of cocaine without lawful authority. Count 2 states say on the same date and place, the accused been they deal with prohibited drugs without lawful authority. Where the court be given charge to the accused, the magistrate not been take any plea from him. The state prosecutor, I.A. Kouma, been asked the magistrate for short adjournment date for make he go able get proper meeting with in witness. Magistrate Sakekura not been given to the accused and be sent am gonna the male correctional center and be adjourn this case to October 8th this year. For Liberty Online TV, me na Maria Sheriff.
All right, so they continue the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, where they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na we websites where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Earlier today, tell una say we can look at the civil society organization, their position for say the tripartite committee report and recommendation them we don't come out. Well, if people can remember, after the June 24th, 2023 elections, most of the national and international observers them not been agree with waiting come out from the election. As them believe say the elections been get some irregularity them be get issues with transparency and the way how them been transmit elections results them. This be make the main opposition party self been say they not agree for the result and they not they take part inside governance. For about 6 months, then they are away from governance, we be make them been get international mediator them, we been come and sit down have been to money for talk and look inside issues them where then say they not agree for. And from what been come out from that Bintumani conference day, then be get the peace and unity agreement. We part of one party clause then for set up a tripartite committee. We mean say na a 3-party committee. We be get the main opposition, the government, and the international body them. We been sit on part of that committee with the member them for look at the issues them. We been come out inside the 2024 elections. The committee be do the work for about 6 months, then pull a report with recommendation them. Waiting there inside this recommendation them, now forget reforms of the electoral laws them na the country. Well, after the tripartite committee, they don't do their work, the recommendation then come out. For civil society them, then decide say the need for look more inside the issues there. So as we all know, na any state civil society then and then the watchdog them. Well, new when a network of different civil society organization them, new na one of the body them where they work around electoral issues them, and na be one of the organization them we be monitor the June 24th elections. They have been getting a position there as civil society organization. This being them then gather as a network for look back inside some of the issues there. So we come out na the tripartite report and the recommendation them. Well, for help we talk more about the new position as civil society organization them. Now the studio this morning one for welcome Saliu Kamara, when are the national spokesman for the National Elections Watch New. Good morning, Mr. Kamara, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning. Thank you once again for having me on the show.
All right, I don't give the viewers them a background as to all of the issues they are come out. Tripartite committee come, report come out, recommendation then come out, and una as a civil society organization them, network of different civil society organization them. Una been getting a Shangri-La, this bente Musai, we see outside the US ambassador still emphasize it. There were issues will lead to all of them conversation there. Firstly, from the new perspective, how you can assess the entire process of the tripartite committee, so to them pull the report and recommendation there before we can talk about the implementation.
Okay, thank you very much. I feel say like you rightly say, the tripartite as the name goes, na 3-party. The SLPP, the APC, and the international community. Civil society not been did it, even though we make a lot of effort to make sure say we did it, but we not did it, but thank God. They also try for great avenue for we, especially we at the National Election Watch, because the request for all we election report they hold on all the elections they hold on cover, not to just for 2023, but even the previous elections the way the National Elections Watch don't cover. They ask for their reports that they will make. Even the by-elections that will be the goal, they ask for all of that. And in addition to their report, they also create a session where they invite 3 civil society groups. National Election Watch been there, IGR been there, we also get liquor links. So they get about 1 hour to 2 hour session with we, where at least we discuss. So we feel say even though physically we will not be there at the tripartite committee, but we'll get the opportunity for also contribute. And after the tripartite pull the recommendations, 80, because we self we observe, like you rightly say, we pull recommendations, we have 43 recommendations. And if find out say most of the recommendations, almost all of your recommendations, we find out say a day back na that tripartite the recommendations. We're very much happy about. But if you look, most of the recommendations they are not today they begin come. In previous election, the same recommendations be done they come up. So that they don't show say the recommendations then they come, but not much, they not been do much for at least they address them. Otherwise, the same recommendation, sorry, they not they continue for the come over and over and over again. But for after 2018 elections, a lot actually been done in the area of legal reforms, institutional reforms. But beaucoup de back way therefore do. So when they pull recommendations, there are 80 recommendations. We look at the situation, we say, okay, this not a national election watch business no more. Let civil society come together. In fact, IMEC will call this conference, we call a National Civil Society Conference, and the theme, mobilizing the civil society community towards genuine implementation of electoral reforms, peace, and national cohesion. So the meeting will hold, will bring together 150 people, and not just National Elections Watch, because we believe say this is the time when you look at the importance of the recommendations there. It's like a Marshall Plan for law make sure say going forward we know they get a repeat of what happened in 2023, and we for take advantage of that opportunity. And we believe say new alone not go even just take that advantage there. And whether we like it or not, even within civil society cracks them even before the elections. And when the elections come, the cracks then deepen. So we feel say all of them thing and do for put them aside. Just like how the politicians then do. The time when they go into money, APC and SLPP, then they sharp disagreement. But they will put them disagreement and they sit down under the same roof and talk and come up with resolutions we bring. Even the tripartite. The time when they make the tripartite, they still disagree. So if we say we say as civil society, even if we disagree, this is not a national issue. Now politicians they develop this document, but now a national issue is very important. And we need the concerted effort of all of us. So NIMEC will be called this meeting na Sanquila. And not only civil society, we also make sure say because if we implement their recommendations there, we civil society will not get the constitutional mandate. But we the able monitor and we get a very critical role for play. So now we go do this thing. We also invite the AMBs, that the electoral management bodies. We invite them for local sit down, and like you rightly say, the American ambassador we're so passionate about this tripartite and the recommendation. They said been there, and they make a statement, and also get like the NDI, the National Democratic Institute, when the Democrats they win in America. They said been there, they make a statement.
Mr. Kamau, we can look at the people that will represent various organizations and the statements they will then be make. But earlier you say, una self as new a network of civil society organization them, una don't make una own recommendation them. And where the tripartite committee, the 80 recommendation then come out, una just get similarities of the issues them una self been talk about as a network. But not a secret, everybody see how them been bash new, especially government, the 10 they owner been pulled some data they out which show say President Bio no win the election on the first ballot. Now that the recommendation they are similar to waiting come out part of the tripartite committee they report. Is it safe for say waiting the tripartite report say don't justify waiting una been so they bash una than tendency?
Yeah, well, when you look at the tripartite, their recommendations, which we recommendation in the first place, we talk about the census. We recommendation talk about the importance of the census. Say, the time we forget census, we last get census 2015. So being with the old census them every 10 years, the next census for the 2025. But we can't hold a midterm census 2021. Where the National Elections Watch from the beginning where the president proclaimed, we strongly there against that because we ask series of questions. We see say that 2021 midterm census is not being done at any of the foundational documents. So the questions that will be there, who side that in they come up from. So in we own recommendations, we say since 2025 they're ahead of us. So like government and development partners, let them make sure say we use this as an opportunity because we don't do census 2015. At the end of the day, we not use them because the opposition then, when SLPP, they're not kind of, they say it's not credible. So we not use them, meaning we don't spend a lot of money, we will not use them. Then we can do a midterm census 2021. At the end of the day, the opposition APC, they say the process not credible. So as a result, we not use it. So we get 2 census, so don't spend a lot of money. But the census, the data will come on, we not use it for development, we not use it for political purposes. So we call on the government as one of recommendations, say 2025, let's make sure say we do a census where really they represent the aspirations of the people. Let's make it open, let it be transparent so that everybody could participate. So at the end of the day, we'll not get for. So when you look at the recommendations among the 80 way camp, they say recommend the same thing. And we'll also be recommend the issue of transparency, especially when you tally. Let them make sure say everybody see. Because when we look at the by-elections, when they do the by-election, all the tally the projector. So when they project, all man they see they look. So the moment where they enter a figure, where you feel saying at the wrong figure where they enter, if they say, if they call to others, say, no, this figure not to get to. So we say recommend that. So if you look at the tripartite, the SSF recommend. So we get a lot of similarities them. We recommend. We really, if we really implement the recommendations, then it go a long way for law will not go back to 2023 in terms of your own elections.
Talking about the recommendation here, how you would describe the way how the government and that of the opposition, when at the All People's Congress, don't embrace the recommendation then we come out from that work day?
Well, really, it's not about, because their recommendations, I mind you 80. We all go embrace them in words. We all go talk, embrace it, okay, we implement. But now when I make civil society, we feel say we get a role for play. Waiting do, in the first place, when you look at the tripartite, everybody, depending on whose side of the political divide they tell you what's in a tripartite. When you go on that side, they tell you what's in a tripartite. Go on the other side. So in other words, they confuse the people and the more. Because the politicians, they know they really come up and tell the people, even recommendation. All man get your recommendation where they can go to his supporters. This way go to his supporters, he tell the people. So, but with civil society, who feel say who go there for law bring the reality, law be genuine. I make who put that word on the theme, genuine electoral reforms. So even with the politicians, then go embrace the recommendation. But I make who they watch, not to for embrace no more in words, but let them embrace in actions. And the implementation of this recommendation also need a lot of resources, a lot of funding. Mind you, it's 80. And not just only the legal reforms. Some reforms then they will require, how do you call them, okay, for make sure say we do elections, you understand? For like at least, they go, because the constitutional reform day, we will not done. And most of them, they will not go done them without to not complete the constitutional reform process, so we don't start. So now it make you feel say, we don't agree the politicians. And not to today we begin read them way something they can't embrace. But as you move 1, 2, 3 steps, then stop. For instance, we get this constitutional review process. How long we don't start them? And when we start we get flowering political statement for in support of that. But at the end of the day, nothing will come up to this point. From the time we start this thing way back the time we and Escoma be the first na power. In on common, the SLPP campaign on this say, okay, oh, come, they do this. Where them come, they don't done one time. Now second time, they this will still the process not go no side. So now make sometimes when the politicians then talk, we can just listen. When we see the act, then at the time they say thank you, kudos. But if then talk no more, we know they say kudos until we see the act.
But willingness don't do from the side of the two parties for ensure so they implement waiting in another recommendation here, because we all don't see even the much talks about MCC 480 million grants tie strongly to their recommendation here. Willingness don't do from them party and not just talking about it at the media, but for really show say they're committed for do the work.
Well, we're not going to say yes, they're committed, but for now, we'll not get anything because one, the president said to set up a committee where he said that committee now for pilot and the committee headed by the chief minister. And the fact that when we hold this national conference, the chief minister said not been there at the US. But because he been not assured, we say the meeting to run itself is very important and they make sure say he come. And even when we all come very late in the morning, very early in the morning, but when he come, he not go to his office, he not go to his house. He go straight as Aguila, who's how they make, then he go give the keynote address. So for we feel say na a show of commitment. So now that kind of thing they want, but still would they continue for monitor and see how the thing they pan out.
You talk about, say, him being present and also be the chief negotiator representing government that is signed and day of commitment. But just like how you say, several times government in, government out, they start process system, especially they all get for do the constitutional review. And now we don't get about 80 recommendations we come out from the tripartite committee. And when you look at the recommendation, they all get for do with credible elections, when from the most conflict can begin between political party them. When you look at the structure so far, where President Bio in government don't set up, you think say within the 3 years period, we don't left for them, it go able for implement, if not all, but some important recommendation them, were they part of this 80?
Yeah, well, government, it not go easy for like policy say start this, it done now within your own time. But when you set a very strong foundation, it makes sure say anybody will come after you, it continue with that. But we get 80 recommendations, but I'm sure you get some recommendations then they will urgent. Some recommendations then they will be to say we can put them as we go on. Because certain actions then they're very strategic. If you address them, it makes sure say they address a lot of other things that we really do. So now it make we not go even say it go done for implement this or it not go done for implement this. But mind you, I mean 4 years, because we say now 4 years now a very short time. And in politics, politicians then can get normally 3 years, until in a 5 years. But as they enter the 4th year, which they think about now are the next elections. So, but whatever it is that we're able to do from now on to that time day, as long as we're able to do something way substantial, something where they lay the basis. Because if you look at the last election, most of the issues then come on, not to forsake, but where they be, it come up on transparency. Transparency where things they know they show. Especially the thing come up find, hey, when you can outside, it's a lot you can't tabulate. They go tabulate something, people and they invite people, they accredit people for can watch what they do. Then at the same time, they allow them for me and see what they do. So these 9 are the issues there. So some things that they will feel say is very urgent. And the completion of this constitutional review process, certain things that they not go do them if we not change the constitution, how we get for change them. So even some of their recommendations, then they will not go just make them by just a policy or whatever. I get for they in law. And until they in law will not go able. Even the issue of having a fixed date for presidential election and also having a schedule when the election they take place, when will they do handing over, when will they do inauguration, all of it. We're not going to just make, I get for the in we own legal system. Then up to this point, we still the battle. When you look at the constitution, it gets the first past the post. Then we don't can get back this district proportional representation. Then when you look, you get the other one. So all of the issues there, we not go pass, we therefore go into the constitution and try for amend that. Because otherwise, any leader can come, 3 days to the election, he come up, he say, now this system for use. So now we get a lot of work for do. And with this constitutional review, we always they say we get for complete them. When we complete them, that will help greatly.
The thing away be happen from the 2023 elections, just like how you don't state us, so starting from the registration, it will get a whole lot of confusion. Take come to the system of elections where the country for use for presidential and member of parliament them. At some point, ECSL will recommend and then go parliament, they amend the constitution, but the opposition by then not been too pleased with waiting be happen during the amendment process. So take going into the elections, issues then they, and up till now then issues then they hunt salon as a nation. If una as a civil society organization would only work around elections, how open the doors of ECSL don't be for una start the conversation from una your end, so to una reach to the tender for implement recommendation. Well, why they smile?
I smile because, sorry, ECSL, you know, say when it comes to election, no matter what, now they get the constitutional responsibility. Anybody who come around and support, you can support them. But for we, I feel say we even get a memorandum of understanding with ECSL. I would only get for a very long time from the first day we then form national elections, for 2002, we get a memorandum of understanding. And that memorandum been work well and agree actually the rights for law get access to all the processes. I will not be getting any problem until this 2023 election. 2023 election we get slight problem, even though the memorandum there, but certain things and they like, for instance, they know they are, for instance, this registration, where they talk about the registration, because we be intent for do an evaluation and assessment of the voter register. For law, we just test how credible and everything they. But even though the memorandum there, they're not able to make law get access to the documents who's supposed to get law continue work. So, and from where the election passed, 2023, the team passed, I don't know. Now, the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, they keep far off from we. They know they invite you by the business, and we invite themselves by business, they know they go. Even this thing will get, so even the report, when we want for launch the report, because normally we realize the fact say, now they are creditary for at least we observe the elections. So what you can normally do before even we publish the report, we go sit with them and discuss, say, this is our findings, this is this. So if they get any comment that they make, they do before we finalize what they finalize. But realize say this time around, they not accept. In fact, they know the reply to correspondences themselves. But and PPRC, they reply to we will sit with them, we discuss this thing, and we invite them for the launching also. They not go.
We are concerned about the issues here, then developments here, because anyway, how you look at future elections go for happen. A national election watch new, we all know say now one of the body then will beat local and international and I don't observe elections. We are concerned with the Electoral Commission, not only watch on again this painting.
No, well, we're concerned because, like you say, now that they conduct the elections, now that they are creditary. And I feel say now we now be best of friends. And we don't do so much for law make sure say we help them, because each time we observe, we come up to recommendations. We're not the only just left out. And we get some observation, we would observe say, certain things they do not they make public. Rather, they go meet the Electoral Commission. We say no they make public, but now this we observe, law will see and sit. And normally we can discuss, they say accept, and they can say thank you. So we just surprise this turnaround now we done the after 2023 elections. But they are friends and they are colleagues and now all they work together, I don't know.
Asuna been get a very good working relationship with the ECSL, and all of a sudden, according to what you say, Naya, excuse me, now that they know they even respond again to una correspondent them, when I invite them now any event una get as new, they know they go there. Also, if you say this party business go wrong, is it that now the data where una been published, where show say the results when they read say President Bio win the elections on the first ballots are not correct? You think say that they new offend ECSL?
Well, I know one really speculates. We'll meet some tell go tell me. Reason being that this not to 2023 no more we can do that. Now so normally we can do when we get to a situation room, we get a product of a situation room, we can meet the ECSL. We say, okay, situation room now this we get. And we can discuss. At time can tell you, say, okay, we say get almost the same thing what you now get, so now we get. But we not go, we not civil society, we not go announce we not own. And so normally it can day, unless 2023, when they not even give you the opportunity they say for law sit and discuss with them. So I don't know, because something you can do for the first time. It will say because you do it for the first time. But you will be known they do over and over, and you not get no problem. So unless perhaps when we get for one day, then get for one day, allow for sit with them, maybe we can know.
Let me look at the issues then we don't come out recently. We'll come back to the genuine reforms conference on be old. But since today we'll get on an new and everybody know the role when you don't they play we camper elections observation and self-election preparedness on don't they work with collaboration with the ECSL. The ECSL make plenty mistakes them where una as national observer and international observers them talk about and even state inside and report them. Quite recent one again, and you are where them put the press release say they're supposed for all by-elections na Kenima. A lot of people call their out, see how una go all by-elections because una be use the PR system for conduct the elections them. Una want for go too deep because I understand say the issue they na court. All of them mistakes then they. You think say this na term now for let ECSL embrace civil society organization them, sit down and review some of the process and procedure them, especially this BNT what they don't use for elections management business?
Yeah, I feel so, and that's except for no, because let me tell you, I not say for any other organization, but National Election Watch, we always say we come into elections not to for destroy the process, but now for add value to the process. And even ESSL, the SSL no say we know they do quite a lot. Because we boku pass there, we dey everywhere, they're not the all side. And even when we can in a field, when we see something, we dey call them. We say something there, una can settle them because we get what you call, this conflict resolution mechanism we can do. So then we there for long look and see and always come to them say this is it. So we intervention by election, civil society, now for really help them. But like you say, I feel say this is the right time for at least to do that. And some of us knew one of the thing that where they be raised, where they be float this PR system now in this. You make the PR system now get like the permanent chief members of parliament. Each district they elect one person. Then in this case, if law say the permanent chief where they represent a district die, whose provision una make? Una don't talk say under this PR system there will be no by election. And when una make list no day for the district, say okay, this district let them bring this list of permanent chiefs. So if this die, this they go. This die, this they go. Now one person there, and that person there if he die, and I'm sure some of them don't die now. So these now some of the issues them when you be raised up, say these are all the shortcomings of this PR system. And we not been totally there against the PR system, but we raise concerns. We say the PR system, one, the timing is wrong, the time too short. The PR system then can look and say, okay, it's good and it's easy, but it need a lot of education. Do we have the time? Do we have the resources for law make sure say we educate to people? And so many other things then actually they where now they would not begin CSO now.
So this constraint on the relationship between the National Elections Watch and that of ECSL, if it continue, how it will affect electoral process in our salon?
We hope it not go continue between we and them. I'm sure we go sit and dash them out just like we used to do. I'm sure.
Why sure?
Well,
because after the 2023 elections to now, they don't pass 1 year. And I don't see any sign like they're willing for ready for Canada table and trash out any issues if there are any whether between the two.
Well, I'm sure because a lot of respect there between we two. We really respect them and they say respect to it. Then you say, okay, we not like what you do, but they not go ever talk saying that this wrong thing you do.
And una still stand by una position. Say according to waiting una pull na your data then President Biono win on the first ballot. Una still stand by that or anything don't change?
Yes, nothing not change. From that time the way we don't done the situation. We don't done the situation. Now that you dey now. So the situation data will come or still stand, it's still there. Still stand. Nothing not change.
Let we look at the things them will happen with the structuring of the ECSL before the 2024 elections. It clear say some commission at the time been done. President Bio been get for appoint some new commissioner them. We come na the commission, especially the chief electoral commissioner. And one party commissioner said, Mr. Edmund Alpha, and one dan the way the opposition party been get issues with, even with the term where they for go approve them na parliament. A lot of issues them be happen. The APC say they not agree for an appointment because according to the constitution, where the president they appoint electoral commissioner them now in consultation with political parties. The APC by then say the president not been consults them and then believe say that particular commissioner they not supposed forget that position. They even when they reappoint again, the issues then still stand. At this point, it clear say by 2025, electoral cycle they start small because the political parties then begin going to them primaries, leading to 2026, then going to convention, try for getting various flag bearer them. If all of the issues they are still they hanging, they not address them, ECSL not willing for sit down at the table with new and other civil society organization them. How this go help with the reforms of electoral laws them in the country?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, you really let through. You see, the politicians then go in our country, and sometimes then they do things the way they became wonder if they're serious. Sorry for say that one day. Because what I mean, a whole lot of things that they happen who feel say the politicians then, they say for even raise voice. But they know the raise voice, at time they consider as if what they happen not concern them. And even what you see 2023, it not just come from the blues. Naturally develop throughout, because we get unprecedented number of by-elections after the 2018 elections. And each of the elections then they similar things that will happen 2023 election, but they happen. And you know they ever see politicians then grab self say, oh, okay, this thing will happen. It was just civil society. And even when they do the elections, they say party agent. When you look at the beginning, they put small bobo then, and then they put a titi then, and then they put as party agent. Some they know they even sit down say who side the election they take place. Then they there, then they vote here, then they about their business. Some they don't even know what's in the procedure, what's in the election procedure. So when you do that, it shows that you self not even serious. And at the end of the day, if things then don't spoil, so I can tell you, elections, not only the day for the vote, now election they can make or it spoil. No, if you get for spoil, go don't spoil even before the day for voting. And if you allow them for like spoil, when the day for go vote, if you say able to change them, no way, not able to change them. So now make us say, some of them politicians, they get for really make sure say they're serious for take the mantle of leadership. If they're not serious, now so things they go get for continue. Alexa will do reforms, will do this. Because at the end of the day, one thing, when they talk of institutional reforms, when they talk of legal reforms, but we civil society, one thing we common self make, we talk about social reforms. How they reform ourselves as individuals, how they reform our perception of things, how they reform with thinking. For instance, how they make sure say if I be president, let it not be say I'm not for lost by anything. Or if I be paramount chief, anything what I do, is right. Or we go for reform self me. If me and my brother they different party, we not to enemy. Na party no more they different. So we go for make the social reforms and the way na in for we can make the legal reforms, we can make the national reforms. But if this thinking way Sierra Leone they get, say even the Pekin way born, if he disagree with you, he be enemy for life.
2023 elections exposed a lot of things, right from the civil society. For example, una as body, civil society themselves know they speak at with one voice. We know say there is a lot of division, political interference. Don't look there into the civil society space. How una want begin una own reform in-house as civil society organization? And what una agree for do as una space? Plenty of people believe say political interference don't separate una.
Yeah, that is very true. And some of us who look and say because when we dey at the meeting, the issue of tribalism been come. But some people disagree. They say Sierra Leone, we don't get anything like tribalism. Because when you look, I mean, men they marry Temne woman, local, they marry Limba, then they born Pekin, that Pekin carry all to the tribes them. And when you meet woman, you have to propose to them. You not go ask her for something in a tribe. So tell that tribe, they say somebody, they say it will take a long time before your attention around this. But what you get is like ethnic politicization in the country. Where if me na Kamara, some people you know they even know because I mean na Kamara and I go don't even place me say, oh this na Kamara na and I dey. Where this na Masagwe go don't place an and I dey. Or perhaps me say because me na Kamara, if you say because na Kamara and so na for day, whether bad or good. So now it really the happening. We think it cause that as well also is the fact that That whole politician, most of the time, they don't get any development package that they can bring to we during elections. So then we say the only thing they for bring to we politics. I know say politics, I mean ethnic things, and I think they're very passionate.
But in terms of advocacy, now we look at the way how the civil society used for the advocacy not seem to be effective as it used to be. Now even forget civil society for talk on certain issues, people afraid.
Okay, I think I don't get this thing. At the third time, I don't get the same statement this week. I don't been at some media houses them back, they tell me the same thing. Say, hey, what's in the happen? Now they call civil society, Oblans call can't talk. They don't, they can't talk. You see, so we conscious of that. Now, when we call this meeting, we'll not just say National Election Watch. Because what you now talk is really right. When we make a projection, we make a public. Not to, now colleague civil society, now they're more than at the forefront for condemn. We know that. And then do everything, then put their resources, then put their time, just for make sure that they condemn. And some of them, now all in the day, where they pull them in previous elections. Some of them all been there at the forefront. Now all been they sit down our situation room. Now all can pull them projections. Then they now all can dance. Now all can applaud themselves. Say we don't do a good job.
So if clear division day among una within at the civil society space, we make now the space not so tight that even forget people and for can't talk to the media or advocate on issues there of injustice, human rights abuse. No civil society, no, they not get mind come out again boldly and do in work. Clear division there between una and the civil society. What thing will be the fate of or hope for Sierra Leone and them?
Well, I feel say the hope now don't begin the 1st and the 2nd of October. Reason being, everybody been there. Everybody, all civil society been there.
Not because of a project?
No, well, not, this not a project. Make I tell you, sir.
Some man go say maybe una get a basket fund where everybody they take in small, and then they make that unity seem for day because it clearly they show how una come out discredit una self during the 2024 elections. We see civil society they will come out openly, they challenge the data when new being pulled.
Yeah, interestingly, this conference will done also the 1st and the 2nd. Now new CSOs funder, we not get nobody for funder for it. Now new CSOs, now the members they CSOs, whether they sit down, they say, okay, this conference we see say very important. Lord bring everybody come on board. Now Lord begin can plan. And instead of this conference not old, would I get some? Then they say if now ordinary pen gets safe, you say okay, me I give this pen. So now so take all this conference. So it's not like a donor money or whatever. Now new CSOs make that contribute amongst ourselves. So now we do them. So the first thing we don't do, we don't try for bring all civil society together of different shades of opinion. We even bring, the interreligious council, we bring, persons with disability from across the country. And what you do, we make sure say every district they bring the civil society leaders outside new. And also they bring new people and come. So the first thing, we don't try for understand some of their recommendations there. Because to be sincere, their recommendations here, they already couch them, not to all able to understand. So we sit down, we discuss them critically. Then as civil society, we ask ourselves whether we get a role. And we all unanimously agree, say we get a role for play. And we ask further questions, say, if we get a role for play, how can we play this role effectively? And we answer the question, say the only way we will play this role effectively if we speak with one voice. We'll get the same message.
You said the hope for Sierra Leone and them don't begin on the 1st and 2nd of October. All been gathered.
The hope on this civil society working as a team.
The hope for let people and begin sooner again as civil society organization working as a team, coming out, call government on issues they own feel say they know they do right, critique them genuinely for put them on their toes. You said I hope they don't begin.
On this recommendation.
On the recommendations.
So
people will begin hearing from a vibrant civil society like the likes of Marcela Samba, where after the elections, nobody know hearing from again. They advocate on issues they will get for those good governance.
Yes. Yeah. We bring not just Marcela Samba. Marcela Samba not even a day alive and kicking. You know,
But
say
do the work again with Sierra Leone and Sabian
Marcella, they
as
do
a
the work.
civil
Otherwise,
society
you
activist.
not for me all this conference who they
Coming
talk about.
out
So,
talking about issues we get for those governance. And then they say, Mr. Kamara.
well, it they talk. Make I tell you, Marcella they and they talk, and you know say the National Election Watch where Marcella said they had a coalition. And being a coalition, you get a lot of people and everybody gets a role kind of for play. And you also get like CGG where it the head when a own organization. I'm sure it's a very robust dairy bottom. So not that it it take the back seat, just that I mean at times it just get for take some strategic decisions for like things they move. So
you might not agree with me, but everybody knows say now wait happen after the elections, where at some point then they get some threats them and all from that time the Marcella Samba now come out again publicly and address issues of governance.
You know media person, not so. And notice that they call branding. Oh, na get una studio so. A time get for Kanji's not at the same studio, but now they change the outlook. So other person say I go feel say, oh, this is a brand new one. So this is it. So when you get no, it's not brand new. What are they try for say? Even when they talk in the media or whatever, some people in there as you see person, let's say they talk the truth and say, hey, don't come again now, no more. You understand? So at time when he go so he get for sit and he give other people so he come back, all man they glad he say, oh, so this person, he don't say, oh, I read this person. So it's like those kinds of things. But that woman, they work very hard, my dear. Even this meeting will also imagine a meeting for bring 150 people from all over the country. It means a whole lot of money. And especially when una money not even there, and una not even plan for that, just something. So you say, okay, this thing before it boil, will they do everything? And I feel say if you not provide good leadership, I not believe say that could even happen. And for the fact that una know the history of coalitions then in this country, civil society coalition, you know they come go under it don't fall. But for the fact that new, all the years the election are GG's not they call, they say by 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, we want for see people even from Falaba, they all they come. It show how much the work they do. At times what you can see, you don't they see somebody now where they come present what they don't decide. But which side the work really they, which side the decisions they did, then they formulate and take them. So it's working, but like when I say very soon, I'm sure you go they listen, or if you know they listen, I go tell and say, we go tell and say, let's say begin come in face, you don't know where they say.
All right, continue for the within at the studio, Saliu Kamara, the national spokesman for National Election Watch. There this morning, they can look at the thing where they and civil society organization don't agree for as their own position regarding the tripartite recommendation them. Where the committee be don't work and pull now. We go for a look at waiting at the specific agreements where they as civil society don't get now. But let me just quickly look at other issue. Remember, so you still watch the breakfast show na Liberty Online TV, and we dey look at other issue now. Also, we dey go na the United States Embassy in Salonia. As this BNTM, we see the government of Salone together with the MCC. They don't sign the the $480 million dollar grants for help support the Salone electricity and self-push economic sustainability in the country. Well, after this, the embassy been called journalists them, also then go discuss different things them we get to do with this particular couple where the MCC be don't agree for this Salone. How it go for happen, all of that and that the embassy been go talk to the journalists them about. Let me just watch reports where Princess Pierce put together.
This $480 million grant where MCC do approve for Salone. Now one way come with strong benchmark condition them where the MCC say for happen throughout the 5 years where these grants go dey for. And according to the agreements, if government of Salone fail for implement any of them condition the MCC go hold the money first. But waiting at them condition they Brian David Hunt, now the US ambassador na Salone, he explained.
First are what I would call the technical conditions. The agreement has to be ratified by Sierra Leone's parliament. We have to receive notification that in fact it has been duly ratified and entered into force under Sierra Leonean law. The second aspects are really energy specific. in negotiation with the Sierra Leonean government, the Millennium Challenge Corporation, and they have agreed on a number of steps that the government will take to reform the power sector prior to entry into force of the compact. The third condition is one that exists in every one of our compacts, and that is that Sierra Leone has to continue to meet the eligibility requirements for MCC for the life of the compact. And those eligibility requirements, as you know, really focus in three areas. One, it's investing in people, which talks about how you're doing in terms of health, education, trade, policy, inflation, those sorts of issues. Secondly, the anti-corruption provision. We have to see that Sierra Leone is continuing to effectively combat corruption and make progress in that area. And then third, and the one that I have talked about, I think, ad nauseum at this point, is the requirement for ruling justly, which in the case of Sierra Leone, most importantly, means that the country continues to move forward and adopt the recommendations that are contained in the final report of the Tripartite Commission on Electoral Reform and fully implements the Agreement for National Unity. So those are the conditions that have to move forward before the compact, quote unquote, enters into force.
Ambassador Brian David Hunt continues to say, this money no get for Kana Salone government they earn directly, as them go dey disburse am small to the one them where they do the work. After where them don't go through procurement and other process them. The US Ambassador Semuso say, right now, then they begin the pre-design, visibility study, environmental impact assessment, and other paperwork them. So the parliament look inside the agreement, and self-government do all waiting, then suppose for do for make these grants work fine. But because these grants are for improve on the country electricity sector, plenty people don't ask if Salone go begin get 24-hour light, where this work done. And where journalists they ask Ambassador Brian David Hunt this question, now this na being respond.
Would not be embarking on spending $480 million if we did not believe it would bring reliable electricity to the vast majority of the 8 billion people living in Sierra Leone. It would not be tenable for us as the US government to expend that kind of money if we didn't have that degree of confidence. Now, 24/7 electricity, I can't even guarantee that when a hurricane hits Tennessee. So I'm not going to make you a promise that you will always have 24-hour electricity because crises happen. Weather events happen, bad things happen sometimes, and electricity goes out. What I can say is that it will be reliable. It will not be going out simply because there is no generation or there is no power line that goes to your part of the country. So that's what the MCC is intended to do, is to build that backbone outwards so that you have the infrastructure to be able to do that.
After we Ambassador Brian David Hunt talk say, light business go improve, but it no assure Salone people and say, it go be 24-hour because at times, things can happen, we go ambog electricity. So he say, now that make then encourage government for putting them in place for make people go to get light all time. And in confirm say, Salone government don't volunteer for give $14.2 million for add to the $480 million where the MCC they give for make this project work fine and give affordable light to Salone people. But waiting get for happen after the 5 year where this project go done. That's na question where the MCC country director Stephen D. Gooda be respond to for sake of sustainability na the energy sector.
A big part of sustainability of any public good is transparent financial management, and so that's something that the compact is going to be, supporting to continue to strengthen in the energy sector. Famously, the quote is, "You can't manage what you don't measure." Right, so helping everyone understand the data, the numbers in the sector, and being able to actually capture the revenue that is coming in, apportion it appropriately so that an appropriate amount is set aside for operations and maintenance. We're going to be pushing for that, just seeing best practices in that developing and even being implemented during the compact itself. We think there's some progress to be made in that space, and so we're going to be using compact funds to bring in some of the best experts to help advise the government and the utility leadership on how to go about that, as well as investing heavily in capacity building and in training. If you think about the one utility, EGTC, this compact, I think, will totally transform EGTC because the transmission assets are going to increase dramatically. And so that team is going to need to build a lot of transmission management capacity. And that's something that the compact will be investing in.
The MCC country director, Stephen D. Guda, end up say they don't encourage Salone governments for work with the private sector for make they use this money for the right purpose. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Princess Pias the reports.
Continue the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, where they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Well, that's a report where Princess Pias puts together, but waiting come out from the U.S. Embassy na Salone. Outside them, they meet with journalists them on Friday for update them, but waiting get for happen with the MCC $480 million grant, where the Salone government don't sign with the MCC in Washington this BNTM. And he talk about how they get for implement that money and how they go ensure say they reform the EGTC for make citizens them na Salone enjoy proper electricity facility. The program we still watch na the breakfast show. Continue for send we you message on +232 74200 545. We still get Saliu Kamara between at the studio when at the national spokesman for the National Elections Watch new, as we all be know on the 1st and 2nd of October. New with other civil society organizations. Then they be meet na Shangri-La Resort. Outside them been talk about how they go work together with the relevant party then for ensure say they make government implement some of the recommendation them we come out from the tripartite report, and some of the recommendation there they talk about electoral reforms for ensure that they reform the electoral system of the country for lead to the next elections we go be 2028, so that all the issues them will be come out from the 2024 elections not go happen again. We still get Saliu at the studio. They talk about how they as a civil society organization then go monitor for ensure say government do what they're supposed to do. But earlier we been telling us say today officially we introduced on our new project where go be Liberty at One, where they celebrate 1 year of free and fearless journalism, 1 year of factual journalism, 1 year where on the bring on credible information through various programs. Remember, we all been there where we unveil Tona, Liberty Online Television say this is not the hub of balanced story them. This is not the hub of fearless journalism. So 1 year down the line, the comeback Tona as valued supporters and viewers them say, we they celebrate 1 year. The entire November now we month, we go bring Cantona different activity them, and also we they ask una for support Liberty Online Television so that we will continue for bring Cantona credible information them, bring Cantona all the voice they were relevant in decision making. We don't they bring Cantona na so key stakeholder them, also don't they hold them to account, especially the politician them. On their manifesto promise them things that they don't they talk about. So follow continue for do this, we need una support, be it monetary or any kind of support. You for support Liberty Online Television. We'll continue for updates una, we'll put account number them for una ordinary the diaspora, no matter how little una support we. For una ordinary Salone, we'll go put Orange Money account number. Also you go to support Liberty Online Television, and also we'll go put na the screen where account details them, how you go support we. Mabel Kaba, at the head of the anniversary committee, I go now hand una over to let's tell una more about the list of activities them we'll get for do throughout the month of November.
All right.
Drum rolls.
Well, indeed, it's It has been an amazing 1 year for Liberty Online TV. From the feedback them we don't get from una, we don't follow we don't watch we closely, una don't tell we how impressive we work be. And for sure say una really appreciate the work where Liberty Online TV don't do inside this past 1 year, and una really want for let we continue for do now that's make this whole of November we they use them for celebrate. The strives them we don't make na Liberty Online TV for bring to una factual news them and entertainment and education. And throughout the month of November, like Khadija just don't tell you now, we don't I mark programs them we go for the do for ensure say we celebrate this 1 year anniversary in grand style. But the major thing of it go for be a fundraiser, because Liberty Online TV not depend on any government for can sponsor we. Will not depend on anybody for sponsor we. Now the small commercials and we do na Liberty Online TV, now we they use for running costs, now we they use for pay staff them and all of that. So we really need una support this 1 year where we don't there. I believe say we don't make a mark where una say for the watch we appreciate. So we don't get boku events them, because we all know how the state of the economy sound like na the country. So we limit the events them. So one day where we believe say una we viewer them go able for sponsor we able for do this particular 1 year anniversary in a grand style. The specific date actually for the anniversary na the 13th of November. Where if na be member, now that day Liberty Online TV been do the first breakfast show when that day we officially come on air. Now that day na the anniversary, but throughout the month of November we go forget the anniversary date itself. Also, we go forget events. Now, also na this studio. Also, we also be invite people and for can open them. We also go for do something on that specific day. But also, we agree as a team for say it go fine for that we work out with people them. We don't believe in Liberty Online TV. Where they salon yasu. We go forget a hiking to the Mambo waterfall, where we expect say una safe where they salon, where they appreciate what Liberty Online TV don't they do. Go for join me panda hiking day to Mambo waterfall. Also, we agree say, apart from that, this November month, now the month this way the world can observe for the 16 days activism, most of them can look at violence the model they happen against women them. So Liberty Online TV, we decide say, we get one unique video where we do on gender-based violence. Also, we get forget a private screening. We dey use them as a symposium also for look at this specific issue where we feature na this particular clip here. So where we go get for play that day, we go get for disclose the venue and how owner self will get for be part of this symposium. We go for announce them. I don't know already, but to plan them. And the grand celebration, we go for climax them with a corporate dinner. This corporate dinner, we do open them up to una we no say, when I believe in waiting Liberty Online TV, don't they do. We don't go for make them too expensive, because like I tell you now, we're aware of the situation of the country economy. So we go for make them affordable, so you when they watch Liberty Online TV, go able for come, well, like you say, for can rub body with you whether at the Liberty Online TV. All the beautiful faces and the voices them na Liberty Online TV. That day when I will get the opportunity for meet with we all in a grand style.
All right, you don't hear from the chairperson for the anniversary committee, when I'm Mabel Kaba. It don't take una through some of the activity they will plan for do as they mark with 1 year of free and fearless broadcasting. Last year, November 13, will be unveiled Liberty Online Television to una, and una don't continue for support we. So on the 29th of November, mark the date na your calendar. We dey meet again, we will disclose the information and get a dinner. We need to explain to una how much we don't thrive, we don't overcome the challenges, because guys, for run an online television as alone, it really get your own challenges taking into consideration the internet connectivity. But we don't get people who don't stand with we don't get people who don't support we don't get people who believe in the work they do na Liberty Online Television. So they go back and meet with them people and they give them status reports, how they run the institution, and the gains they all don't make within a year. Liberty Online Television don't become a household name where campaign fearless journalism. One for say thank you to now all we don't support with throughout this 1 year. But to get for come individually, we go begin call out their names them. We get religious viewers them, people will be say every morning then there. We go for begin call una name there. If una dey self na the diaspora, una can send una money them, buy tickets for una family members them as one for raise funds for Liberty Online Television. Liberty Online Television, they grow. Even the office space, so they use now, it on small, one for move office. So all of that go able happen where we raise funds. So Dria una support we, no matter how little. By tomorrow, we will put all our account details them na the live stream session. We go pin them there, no matter how small, if na $1, if na €1, if na £1, no matter how little we need them. If you didn't Stallone, we go put Orange money number, as we all know, na Orange now we headline sponsor them. We go put the number na the screen, let you support we. And also, if you did Stallone, we go put we UBA account number, no matter how little. Go left and
walk in at the office.
You can even come now 33 Battle Street office. No matter what you get, we need equipment, we need stationaries, we need recorder for we reporter them. So please, this not a project, so don't unveil this morning to now. Liberty at 1, the entire November, they bring count on our various activities them. We need una support, una continue for support we so that we go grow. We go be the voice, the credible voice, na the media landscape. We know the changes we don't bring within a 1 year. We know the changes we don't do within a year. So in case you want for support Liberty Online Television, Mabel Kabana, the head of the anniversary committee. If you watch on our Facebook or if you don't follow on our Facebook, you can slide into in DM, send a message and see how you go support. We office the 33 Battle Street. If you can't inside town, just stop by. No matter the small way you get, support will make this 1 year anniversary a remarkable one. Thank you for the support, the unwavering support, no matter how na don dey with we. Well, that's not the project we don't unveil this morning. We look forward to our support. We will continue for talk more about them projects then they. When they come back to you, Mr. Kamara, or they look at some of the things them we wanna talk about inside the meeting una all with colleague CSO them for talk about waiting and waiting come out inside the tripartite recommendation. Now look at the recommendation then they, if new can suggest at this point, also on facing at the immediate one way for the implement by government.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's difficult for like just speak, say now this one or this one na info do. Because the reason being, mind you, 80 recommendations, they really boku. And I feel say they not already start. Because like I say, President has set up a committee already. And even the issue of the census don't really start. But it gets some recommendations then they will get for doing the legal framework. And then they're very important, the legal framework. And also the institutions. Like for instance, we get, ECSL. A whole lot of things and they will get for doing the legal, the institutional framework. Like the issue of recruitment of staff, that is very important. So it can make the laws, it can make everything. But if the institutions they remain like how they be there, if I now say the same people remain like how they be there, and the same people still get the same perception we then get, no matter how bad the law. Because if you look at what really happened, not that the law too bad, or provisions they're not in the law, now I make you do what you do. But just that you get individual, they will take advantage of the small loopholes that within the law. Because take the instance where it be to say, even the international observers talk so much about the tallying process where they do, where they make it open. For goodness sake, we don't hold a lot of by-elections. And all of them by-elections, they project the tallying. Nobody not ever bring anything about it. But when it comes to the elections now, they say, okay, they don't spell them out clearly na the thing. So you see the issue of the institutions and the issue of the people as well. So now I make the recommendation we really get for do about the recruitment of staff. Now the ECSL is so much very important. Because once you get people away feel say, are they at this institution, not for can work for an individual or for can work for a party but they appoint me this na public institution, then I can serve the people of this country. Things they not get from until people begin think that way. They say when I hold public office, I not they in for serve an individual or an individual party, but now the citizens of the country I can serve. So I feel say that's very, very important. And also, they mentioned something about inclusivity in the part of the recommendations, where the ECSL for trying and come up with a policy, we get for do consultations. You see, consultation we don't see, especially when it comes to elections. People get different meaning of consultations. Consultation, not to forget tell you say I don't appoint Amin Abdullahi. Not to consultation. Consultation, una dey sit down, una discuss with person. He tell am say, now this I want for do. Then he gets the thinking, the thought of that person there or that group there around that. Then una build consensus around that. They wanna build the consensus in a consultation. So then one of the recommendations so that ECSL could develop a kind of policy out there for moving. And you know, say ECSL they work, they get so many, they need for do a lot of consultation. Everything they ready for do, they need for do consultation. But how them consultations they do them, it not really qualify as consultations. It's like sometimes information, I don't take this thing. So all of the issues there, I feel say they're very, very important. So it not go easy for say, may they do this thing first and then left down there. It go make the legal reform, but if the institutions they still get the problems, they can't do the same thing. It can make the institutions, but if the same people are there with the same perception, the same thinking, we amount to the same thing.
So how the position we wanna get from down at today's conference different from the initial recommendations then we wanna be done give?
No, it's not different. The position not different. We position pan the conference who also how they support the process, how they promote the implementation, how they support them. Now the thing is not different from anything. But who feels say no more? Based on the situation, the way the civil society get a role for play. But if civil society get for play that role effectively, we get for make sure say we speak with one voice. So now it make the issue of the conference very important for mobilize ourselves. Number two, even we ourselves, we get for play a role, a meaningful role, we also need for law understand the recommendations they are better. So now we go be there, we make sure say we bring people who are lawyer them, we bring people who are human rights people, we bring people who are governance. So we put them into groups, people are going into groups so that we understand the recommendations they are better. Then thirdly, if I now say the discussions about the tripartite is very limited, even among the citizens. So we want for at least we generate, let it be to say, let people discuss about their recommendations there. Then the discussion for focus, how each and every Sierra Leonean will able to support the implementation of their recommendations there. Because we all get a role for play, for at least we're able to implement them. So these are some of the decisions, but we're not going to take a decision for say, okay, we'll come up with recommendation. But what you don't do, because after the 2 days meeting, we come up with resolutions. But the resolutions there, we make sure say we don't develop them. So, but because as I say, this conference now new SSSF now we can't to ourselves we now founder. So we not be ones like we colleagues say we come up country made a day today night. You know what that mean? So make sure say we don't do everything. So set up a committee. We could just clean them up now. They will make them public. But all of what you discuss on the issues there now in the role of civil society. And even the other issue we'll discuss were very important, where in fact more bring the donor partners. Because the donor partners then can always focus on the supply side of things and they forget about the demand side. Supply side, what it really I mean, when the implementation, like how they don't make the recommendation, 80 recommendations, what did the donors then can normally do? They can take the money, put everything, all the resources, all the support to then government institution there where it be to say now that they lead the implementation process of the NTR like the ECSL, the PPRC, the judiciary, parliament, all of those. But forget about the civil society, and civil society gets a role for play. Because we then at the demand side, we get for acts, you get a responsibility for do this. You don't do how much you don't go, you get challenges, and now we also get for relate to the public. So if we're not able to provide that monitoring framework, it also could affect even implementation.
Una get any timeline where una put, like you say una don't set up a committee where people go really see the civil society organization them begin speak with one voice? Because if this not happen, how government will get for take una serious? So una go on for come after them for take up their responsibility where una not speak with one voice.
Yeah, this is one thing we agree on. We can forget a follow-up meeting, probably a bigger meeting than the one we done also. And in that meeting there, we can for make sure say we come out with details of how we engage with work. So it's not going for just be something where all civil society. The recommendation, I make one of the things where they ask government to get 80 recommendations. Make them break down their recommendation, let them put them under thematic areas. So if we're able to know say, social department, this recommendation, it targets social department. So if civil society, they do the monitoring, you know now say their recommendations, they are way for like, for instance, under human rights, then civil society groups, the way they work on human rights, you know say now this government institution responsible for it.
Representative na the committee where the president set up?
No, we not get, but these are all the issues that we feel say we get for engage the chief minister, we get for engage the committee, because we not be there on the tripartite, but this one we feel say, I feel say civil society they but what they make one for law get a meaningful representation. Law you not just be like one person or two, because when you consider the work we get for do. So we get a follow-up meeting. Apart from this, we feel say we get a bigger body of civil society, work out the details, and also they engage government for make sure say, let them not just left the 80 recommendations. May them make sure say that it put, just like what they do 2018. All the recommendations they put them under thematic areas. So you know exactly if now the media, you know how they work now the media, you know say why they monitor, are they engage the IMC, or are they engage SLAG, or are they engage SLBC. So then time that they will be easier for we, for let at least to monitor and participate effectively. But in the left and so, it's so difficult because you don't know who that responsible for waiting.
All right, continue for the between the program. In name na Saliu Kamara, in the national spokesman for the National Elections Watch New, who they talk about issues that we get for do with elections and how governments go implement the 80 recommendation them we come out from the tripartite committee reports then work. Well, they can look at now messages they wanna don't send at the program. They will read few of una messages them, they will come back to Saliu for response to their messages then the first one where they take they come out from Hassan Junior Bundu na Facebook. They say the silence of Marcela Samba is proudly sponsored by Pauper government. That's why she's afraid of saying anything against them. Anyway, Salona country, but make we left am so left per mind for the rest.
Alright, we look at small messages at the YouTube channel. The first one I go look at regarding we anniversary. Obe Kamara say thank you very much, Liberty Online TV. God continue to elevate your platform for credibility. It's number one. You are number one in the country.
This other one they take from Gerald Anthony Fode. They say many of our colleagues CSOs are regime activists. Many CSOs challenge new, not because new is wrong, but to defend their political interest.
Barry at the YouTube channel say the ECSL already determined who was going to win the elections, so there was no need to engage new.
For the Mustafa Toure on Facebook, they say the constitutional review process is the most important in changing the governance system of the country. But the president does not want to lose his powers, and that's the reason it has been so difficult to proceed. Sincerity is the biggest problem holding back the review process.
Mohamed Al-Hussein Contest say some of the membership at NEW are bent on doing the good work you are doing. Just be careful.
All right, Usfren Kamara, they say happy first anniversary Liberty TV. Thank you, Usfred.
Samuel Mansae say NEW, when I not worry about ECSL. Now the two way they not like for tell Motaman. Always be honest, then plan for do waiting for the election. Una continue for doing our work for the country.
Alias Ba, they say congratulations Liberty TV. And also Samuel Matai, they say congratulations Liberty Online TV and team.
Alhaji Sheka Conte, they say the ECSL think they are bigger than Sierra Leone. Not knowing that it's the people that employs them. Whatever Sierra Leone is going through, they are the causers.
All right, more messages from Samuel Mansare. They say, congratulations, Liberty Online TV. Thanks for the good work, Khadija, Mabel, and all staff of this noble institution. May God continue for elevating. Amen and thank you.
Yeah. Now the YouTube channel, Aminata Kabase, congratulations, guys. You are amazing. Please keep up the good work. The good Lord will continue to guide you. Bravo.
Hassan Junior Bundu, they said, dear Khadija, una invite me for this 1-year anniversary celebration. I dey wait for go eat boku. Well, you are invited. This nice celebration for we all, because now we all start Liberty Online TV. So if we celebrate 1 year birthday, now we all go come. Now open invitation, just small money you get for buy tickets to it.
Yeah. Gerald Anthony for they say, many of our colleagues CSOs are regime activists. Many CSOs challenge new, not because new is wrong, but to defend their political interests.
Mystic Doazak, say elections reform are good because it will help in transforming our fragile democracy in Sierra Leone. Just that my fear is the level of compliance, which has been a major challenge.
Gerald Anthony Fode say when the process is not transparent and credible, the outcome will always be controversial, and this was what happened in the 2023 elections. ACSL don't want to accept that there are issues with the elections.
All right, so many messages them.
Yeah.
We don't come this morning, but we'll just tap on there for now. Then we'll come back to Mr. Kamara for let he go respond to some of the messages then.
Okay, thank you very much. I feel say most of the messages then, statements then people they make or observations or the contributions. So I'm not going to respond to them. The first message will come on Marcella Samba Sise. One thing in life, Marcella the chair of the National Elections Watch. So it not necessarily means say Marcella for always can talk on behalf of National Elections Watch. No. You get a lot of other people where they talk on behalf of National Elections Watch. I feel say usai for even George Marcella, if the thing the way the National Election Watch been they do, they know they do again and they do something completely different. Then you go George Marcella Samba Sise. But whosoever can talk, Marcella is the corporate communication lead of the National Elections Watch. So whatever person can talk, he gets his own blessing as the corporate lead. So I feel say new, not ever change in posture from modern form new up to this point. New they talk on things them where they border on governance, where they border in elections. So I not believe say that for George Marcella because they say I can't talk. But the organization where it they head, they continue for do the same thing. So George and by the waiting the organization they do, not for way in they can't talk. The organization not they stop for talk. We always they talk and new always they talk. And even the CGG way in the head campaign for good governance. Whether he say I'm a good talker or he say I no good talker, CGG they still engage the issues that with them non they engaged before, and they still go public. They talk the things that with them non they talk. So I no believe say for George Marcella on that is very unfair anyway. So the ECSL like just like what I say, we don't enjoy a very good working relationship over the years, and I'm sure we will do as much as possible. Lord not allow that relationship there for let it go down the drain. We go try for rescue them and allow work, because no matter what, we they observe elections, then get the constitutional responsibility for conduct elections. So whatever we do, we always want for make them know say we know they do anything for undermine the effort. Whatever we do now for allow add value to the work they do. So we go try for like at least to rescue them and see how they move forward, because now that different electoral cycle they on so now. Then somebody talk about the constitutional review. I feel say very important. This constitutional review, and as things then they go, if you look at some of the recommendations they were then at the tripartite, we not go complete this constitutional review. We will not get for go into a referendum. And this all nothing that way very involving and very costly. So now I make the quicker we start them processes there, the better, especially the constitutional review. some of them recommendations there is no way we will able to get them done if we not complete the process of reviewing the constitution and also holding a referendum for like at least we go through. Then the issue of compliance. Yes, that's good. Now I make a feel say we civil society and every citizen gets a role for play. Because the recommendations they don't come, but seriously 80 recommendations, not to a child's play. It involves a lot. It involves a lot of money, a lot of personnel, and maybe even a lot of experts. And some of them, first they outsource them. So now a gamut of work where all of us need for take place. We need for like we there around. Then somebody talk about credibility of the process. You know, any process we're not credible, the outcome always people in the rejecter. And just like what you see 2023, because the process itself not transparent, not open, not credible, now make the outcome not could normally be credible. So as we move along, we feel say their recommendations give you an opportunity for a lot of put things them, the way how for put them, so that going forward in future elections, will not go result to people rejecting the outcome of the exercise. Thank you.
So there are 8 recommendations here as we wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show. If authorities then we suppose for implement, not implement, whose effect it will get on Salone?
Well, after 2028, we go sit down back now, we'll talk the same thing, the same problems. Because mind you, not to today the recommendations, some of them don't begin come up. When you look at the elections, 2002, if you look the recommendation, then look 2007, the same recommendations then come. 2012, you get the same recommendation. 2018, in fact, they make a lot of effort 2018. But when you look at 2023, now the same recommendations there. So meaning, if we not take action on their recommendations there, after 2028 elections, now the same thing they will get forget. Same problem, same rejection, same governance and bargaining and get for this. So now make we for do something. For let at least we draw a line now, say, henceforth, we not they conduct election, it end up with alala. We not they conduct election, end up with some people say, I know they go parliament or I know they go na local council. No, because for satisfy a single individual or for satisfy a single entity. So now make we for go all out, make sure say we address the issues there.
All right, many thanks. Salut Kamara, national spokesman for the National Elections Watch. New way join me at the program this morning can talk about on a position on the tripartite committee report and recommendation. They hopefully we self that the media will continue for follow how on they work with the relevant stakeholder then for implement some of the recommendation there, so leading to the 2028 election, just like what you say. So some of the mistakes them will be happen during the 2024 elections and not go repeat again. All right, many thanks to you who don't watch me this morning and also to you who don't contribute to the program. One for say plenty thank you, but don't forget we don't officially unveil we first anniversary project to now, so that we go support Liberty Online Television for long continue for broadcast, for long continue for stream, bring una accurate information, balance story them. We need una support to go pin the account details them for now they na the diaspora, how una go support we, and if you there na Salone, how you go support we go put orange money number and also go put to UBA account details na the screen, so that no matter how little you get, just send and they we go appreciate them. If you they come inside town self, we office then at 33 Battle Street, you get anything for Liberty Online Television, you can stop by and drop and they we go appreciate them no matter how little. We will continue with the anniversary project every day with a reminder now as the 1st of November till the end of November na celebration month for Liberty Online Television, where they celebrate 1 year of greatness, 1 year of fearless journalism. Well, now they end the program for today.
Before I make a feel say Lan, I want to take this opportunity actually for congratulate you now.
Okay.
And I feel say I'm lucky. I've not been there the time when I launched last season, last year, and I know one describe myself.
Okay.
But I lucky this today. I dare I say when I can unveil the 1 year. You see, when you look 1 year in life, sometimes the begin they can cripple, or if you begin work yourself.
Yeah.
Now for ready for them. But the way I see and we they follow now online, I feel say this one 1 year. Una know they cripple again, una know they even work yourself.
Amen.
You know, una then at full speed. So just they pray. Next year, how they celebrate the 2nd anniversary. now fly with the flag.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
All
Now,
right.
very credible platform where in fact it's very rare.
Thank
You.
All right. Well, many thanks, Mr. Salu Kamara. Where you say you really wonderful compliments. The data compliments or don't they receive every blessed day from people who don't they follow we. If you want to for continue for be this credible platform, we need una support no matter how little. Just send them. Now they end the program. Princess Pierce time produced the program. Emmanuel Malik Campbell and then his Kamara and then give support to the technical team. For let able for reach we this morning. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
All right, and Mabel Kabade say continue for like, share, and talk about Liberty Online Television. And don't forget, stay tuned as today Liberty Online TV, Khadija Bangura will go for host the Orange Customers Week. Of course, we go for going a live broadcast. So continue for watch, continue for share, like, and tell more people about Liberty Online TV. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say goodbye.
Watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.